All right, we got some picks for this week's NFL games. Before that, we're going to do a quick recap. Last Thursday night, the Vikings at Chargers. We picked Carson Wentz over 228 passing, and for both kickers to make 1.5 field goals, and that did not hit.
Yeah, we didn't realize Carson Wentz was going to be dead half the game.
I didn't know the arm was that
So
bad.
They did not report that well.
I didn't realize it was literally hanging off his arm. Anyways, our Monday night game, we crushed. Commanders at Chiefs. Rashee Rice at 4.5 receptions. I think I even got him at 5.5 by the time the game started. He had 9. So, I mean, you can take him anytime. He's going to hit. And then, Matt, you picked Mahomes over 2.5 passing touchdowns. He had 3. So, that was awesome.
Yep. And then for your other 2 picks for the Sunday slate, you also did well.
I'm just seeing green all over the place. I just hit on everything. I went 2 for 2 on the Sunday slate. I went Eagles over 26.5 total points. That was very easy. That was done pretty early into the third. And then I had DK Metcalf anytime touchdown. That was a lock. He was playing Madden Fantasy. Yeah. And he should have had 3 touchdowns, if we're going to be honest. There should have been 3 easy touchdowns, and very happy he got that one.
Yeah, I'll take just the one. The one worked. And I was over 2 last week. I went with 2 dogs, Cowboys at Broncos and Packers, or the Steelers at home against the Packers. And it was just a favorites week. I think 10 favorites out of the 13 games covered. It just was not a good spot. So
blowouts all over the board.
Absolutely. It was crazy.
Blowouts.
Yeah, like what I say, it's 12 of the 13 games all ended 2-score games. It's like, that's insane. So, all right, we're going to be moving on into this week's picks. Nick, you can lead us off there too.
So, first game I'm going with is, I don't know if you guys are going to like this or not, but we're going to go Kansas City Chiefs at Buffalo Bills. I'm taking the Bills 1.5. You know why, you two?
Because it's the regular season?
Yeah, it's regular season.
It's the regular season.
Doesn't really
The Bills have beaten the Chiefs in their last 3 regular season games. It doesn't matter. If the game doesn't matter, the Bills will win. Every game that they play is going to be close. So it's going to be a close game. I just think regular season game, Josh Allen's going to win. They always beat the Chiefs in the regular season. Why is it going to be any different? Bills are going to win this game. I'll take the points just in case.
I think the Chiefs are going to beat the brakes off the Bills. I think
really?
I think the Bills are they played well against the Panthers last week. But the Panthers and James Cook had 200 yards rushing.
Yes,
the Chiefs defense is just killing it right now. I think it's more their scheme. Like they're all everyone's just doing their job. They're so fundamentally sound, and the light show is 100% back.
Oh, yeah.
Rashee Rice is
for sure
insane.
He's changed the offense quite drastically.
Yeah, it just unlocks it because it's so automatic. Like their connection is so automatic and then Kelsey is having a resurgence as well, where he's just open. He gets 3 or 4 balls a game where he's wide open. Like
this game's going to be
Worthy as much.
This game's going to be 40-39.
Yeah, it's going to be an over game.
It can't be a low. Yeah, it can't be a low scoring game because
the Bills can't stop anybody. The Bills can't stop anybody, and I think the Bills will.
That's why I can't. That's why I can't see them winning. I can't see the Bills winning this game because Chiefs have looked so good offensively, and the Bills have looked so shaky.
Allen will put up stuff. Allen will put up a lot of points.
He'll have to. Yeah, no, I mean, great game to watch. I'm happy.
He just always does against the game. In the regular season. That's how this will be.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, I'm excited for the game.
All right, so we got Bills plus 1.5. Matt doesn't like that one. He thinks the Chiefs are going to blow them out.
I do.
My second pick is going to be, I'm going to butcher this name.
I knew it was coming.
Just say the last name.
Ronde Gadsden II.
That's so good.
Anytime touchdown. Yeah, plus 155. This guy, he has pretty much come out of nowhere. I mean, I think so. He's come out of nowhere the past 2 weeks. He was taken in the 5th round from Syracuse. He's been playing all year, but the past 2 weeks, Herbert's just been
the targets are crazy.
He has been playing all year, but he's had 9 targets 2 weeks ago. Last week he had 5. And for 7 and caught 5. He's had a touchdown the past 2 games. And Herbert's it looks like it's so easy for those two. And the Titans absolutely stink. I think the Chargers are going to put up a lot of points. This guy's been balling out. I love it. He's going to score.
And I am playing him in fantasy. He's on Cody's team. so it's done. It's really
right. Kind of a lock.
It's happening.
Some would say that might be the middle lock.
There we go.
That's even easier than I anticipated.
Historic points against this year. Unreal. So obviously I'm going with Gadsden II anytime Tud is my favorite, and it's plus odds, which I like that as
we're
well.
gonna have a juicy one.
Yeah, because I like that in the parlay. I do think we watched the Vikings game. They just kept feeding. Like, he's wide open over the middle.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy, and he's
athletic.
Move.
Like, you can tell that it's not like a one-off. Like, they want him to be a focal point. Herbert's been relying on the outside guys and slot guys, but adding a tight end just unlocks so much for a quarterback. It's so nice, and he's
especially with them losing their running backs too. So it's like it has kind of gone back to that whole pass first thing that they wanted to get away with, and then it's like, you know what, screw it, just throw the ball around the yard.
The only reason he really didn't have that much more last week was because they were blowing him out. I mean, that was an awful game.
The first half, it looked like he was going to go for
everything was in the first half.
Like,
I mean,
everything was in the first half.
The running back had like 140 yards rushing. Vital.
Because all they had to do was just run the ball. The game was over. It was just terrible.
That's bro. So we're going with Gadsden for that one. Heck yeah.
Oh, Ronde!
All right, so we're going to my picks. We are starting off at Colts at the Steelers. I'm taking the Colts -3 here. The Steelers
only
defense. I think the line is not big enough. Yeah, I think the Colts have shown
put it on team.
They're still getting disrespected. The Steelers have given up over 30 points last 2 games. Their vaunted defense is given up 25 per week this year, and the Colts are averaging 4 touchdowns a game. That's tops in the NFL. I just don't see how these Steelers are going to win a shootout. I don't see them stopping the Colts. The only time the Steelers defense is most effective is when they're getting sacks, and the Colts have the 3rd best sack percentage in the NFL. They're protecting Danny Dimes. They're scheming against these defensive ends to where they're not affecting the plays. It's not a good recipe for what the Steelers want to do. They want to run the ball, have Rodgers be effective, and then play good defense. And the second the Colts get over 20 points, it's going to flip everything. And now they're just out of their game. So I just think this is a terrible spot for the Steelers, and they're going to lose their 3rd straight, and they're going to get beaten by more than 3 points.
It's going to have to be such a bad week for Danny Jones for people to stop thinking that the Colts are going to be good, because right now he's hitting everybody open. Steichen is just 7 perfect weeks pretty much. In the 1 week they lost,
he's now getting so much more, like I see on First Things First, where even Nick Wright will say he's like now saying the Eagles still miss Steichen. Like, he's now getting the respect.
Because the Eagles, but we knew, we've
known that he unlocked so much out of that offense, and that his play calling is elite. He just didn't have a guy for the Colts, and now he's turned Danny Dimes into a guy. And
he's just turned him into Danny Dimes.
Yeah,
it's like. They just, because of what they were, they're not getting respect. Like 14 points last week
cruised through it.
We knew it wasn't enough, but you're in the NFL, so you're not going to go more than 14, really. That wasn't even close.
No. Everybody thinks it's Daniel Jones, and they still see the Giants and the guy who falls on his feet who's running. It's like,
but Daniel Jones was good. They just had the worst offensive line ever.
Yeah. Which made it more of an organization issue that they had. Like, they
cut him. They cut him. They should have cut him mid-season.
And then obviously Jonathan Taylor has had 3 games with 3 touchdowns this year.
Yeah,
like, I'm expecting him. I'm expecting him to beat up on the Steelers too.
I don't know, whatever the statistic was last year of Saquon, yards per rush, whatever, without getting touched, whatever that was. How many yards he had
yards
without
before
contact? Yards before contact.
It was twice the amount of the 2nd place in last year.
He's got to be close. That it has to be on a similar trajectory.
And he's scoring
because his holes are massive, and he is explosive. He is running through. Once you get to the second level, and we saw it last week with Saquon. He didn't get touched on that play. Like, once you get through that first level, and then you get to the second level, and you're running full speed, those guys aren't touching.
No,
they're not touching him. Do we know what the weather's going to be?
I did look. It's supposed to be sunny skies. It's supposed to be sunny skies, and that's why I also checked the over is at like 48.5 right now. So they are still expecting points to be scored.
Yeah.
Well, they're expecting the Colts to score.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but obviously they're expecting the Steelers too, because only 3.
Well, I'm expecting 35 from the Colts and 14 from the Steelers.
I can't see the Bengals and the Packers over 30, and then the Colts come in and don't do it.
Yeah,
I just can't see that happening.
I'm expecting 15 points all field goals. That's how Mike Tomlin does it. They're going to get there. It's going to be 4th and 1. Send Boz out.
At least he doesn't miss. At least they don't send him out a bunch, and then he's just like, "Oh, we should have went for it."
It would be better if he does miss a couple of the it would have been better if he didn't.
You would have liked.
You know what? We'll just
I picked him up off my fantasy playing Jake, and he got me 20 points.
Big week.
I love that.
All right,
so that's
what's
your next one?
That's my first pick. Second one, we are going Vikings at Lions. I'm taking the Lions minus 9.5. Don't be afraid of the big spread. We just saw last week 12 out of the 13 games were 2-score games at the end, and this week the Lions are coming off a bye. They're well rested, and they are going to get JJ McCarthy. Whether the Vikings want it or not, they have lost Wentz because he no longer has that left arm. So they're now going to have to force him out there, whether his ankle is 100% or not. I think the Lions will absolutely destroy him this weekend. I think it's going to be so bad that he's just going to show like, oh, this is why we let Wentz go out there for the last few weeks. So I think this is a situation where the Lions, when they can beat up on a team, they put up 50. And this is just a great spot for them.
What is so funny?
What's going on with you, Nick?
All I'm thinking of is Jim's over here in the video. just pulling down his fucking shirt. And I'm just looking at it. I'm so sorry. But I just see Jakey's just literally just pulling down everything.
I was like, what? I'm just like scratching myself. I don't know what's the big deal. He's laughing at something.
Oh, also the Aiden Hutchinson contract, him being the highest paid non-quarterback, I think that gives him a little bit of juice as well to get a sack or two in this game. Lions have a good defense. Now they're healthy and they got some time off. This is going to be an absolute rout. 9.5. I'll take it.
I mean, it just seems too good to be true, honestly.
Oh, I agree. I bet the public is 90% on the Lions to cover.
And that's why I'm not. That's the only reason why I'm hesitant towards it. But I'm sure everyone's on the Colts too. But maybe not because the people don't respect them. I think this week's going to be all very tight games just because of how last week. That's just how the NFL is. Last week was a historically bad week for the NFL, meaning all the blowouts.
Well, yeah. I think McConnell or Kevin O'Connell's going to try to call a extremely safe game for McCarthy, which is going to backfire because he's going to have to. You're going to have to put up points against this Lions team.
The defense is going to have to play out of their mind to keep. Brian Flores is going to have to really rattle Goff if they have any chance at. They're not winning a shootout,
which they
only
do. They
winning
can.
This game. I just think they only win this game if they get turnovers from Goff. Offense is just they just can't move the ball for whatever reason. And
the Lions have been picking it up the last couple of weeks. They've finally found their groove. So if there's going to be a week to face them, it's not this week.
No, it smells like a 40-point game.
Lions are coming off a bye.
Lions are coming off a bye.
And that is just bad news.
They sat all their guys the week before as well to rest them up going into the bye. So I'm expecting their DBs to play. Brian Branch had a suspension before the bye, so he'll be back. Yeah.
McCarthy is he confirmed to play now?
Yeah, he's playing.
They did confirm it.
Yeah, he's a full go.
It is extremely tough trying to envision this game with the Vikings. With the Vikings keeping it in 10. It's just all right, is it going to be a low-scoring game? I don't think it'll be a low-scoring game. The Lions' offense is pretty good, and they should get a lot of possessions because the Vikings' defense or the Vikings' offense, it shouldn't do much with JJ. And it's well, is it going to be a high-scoring game? It's well, I don't think so. I think the Lions can score, but the Vikings aren't going to score.
That's where I'm at.
I mean, it's just.
I like the Lions.
That makes me very nervous though, because that's why I can't.
It's so obvious because it feels so. And I know the Vikings are not the Titans, but last week I'm sure a lot of people felt that way with the Colts, and that was from the jump. It was never a question that they were going to cover. So so those are the two. So where you guys? Jake's leaning towards the 9.5. Nick, where you?
I like the 9.5 Lions. I think
my antennas are up a little bit because it's too good to be true. I'm a guy. I will ride Rashee Rice. I didn't put it on this week because I didn't. It's all right. I'll give it a break. I'll come back to it next week. He will hit it though, so bet that. But
it is 6.5 this week.
Still not enough.
Still, I know.
It'll get to 7.5, and it's not enough.
I agree. It is crazy.
I've been shouting for the mountaintops ever since last year, beginning of the year. I won a lot of money. I mean, we'll ride with the Lions 9.5, but this is an antenna. Boop, boop, boop.
So you heard it here first. If it doesn't hit, Nick was the one that was weary of it.
Yep.
I got you.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, So that's our second pick, and now
But we
Jake,
also
you
get
can
credit
give
if
us.
it does.
Yeah, you can get credit. I'll
Of
tell
course,
you
because it'll
right.
be part of the parlay.
Yeah.
Doesn't want it, but he's agreeing to it.
No, because I'm just saying it's too good to be true. I can't see that game not going like that. But that makes me feel like, why? Why is it like that?
All right, Jake, lay it on us. What are your two picks?
Well, back on the picks for me this week, we're gonna go Saints Rams. Saints suck. Matthew Stafford over 1.5 touchdown passes. He has 17 total in the year. He's just coming off a performance. He threw 5. He's only had 2 games this season out of the 8 games they've played where he hasn't thrown for more than 2 touchdowns. One of those was week 1 where 2 touchdowns, and the other one was like week 4. Other than that, he's either throwing 4 or 2, and then obviously the big one this past week was 5, or 2 weeks ago was 5. The Saints are bad. Like, they're really bad, and their quarterback play is even worse. And what that does to teams is gives the other team so many more opportunities to be able to take more possessions and not even worry about anything. I'm expecting Stafford to honestly hit this in the first half. I also think Stafford is a little bit of a stat patter. I think he can throw for under 200 yards, and he will throw for 4 touchdowns consistently because they'll get down to the goal line, and he'll do a bootleg, and he'll do play action, and he'll do a quick little 2-yard pass for a touchdown. I think that's like his motto. He loves doing those
The
things.
amount of goal line throws he had last 2 weeks ago in London was.
They're also worried about Kyren Williams fumbling the ball around the goal line because he's done it 2 times this year already, and he had it in the past. He's done it, so I see why they do it. It's just a lot, and
the Saints are surprisingly good
back.
at the run. The Saints are always like very tight on the run.
Well, because
like,
they still got
Bucs
Cameron
struggled
Jordan
last week.
Yeah, and
the
the
Bucs.
Bucs
The Bucs had
week.
2. They had like 8 plays in a row.
Yeah.
They ended up getting it on a 4th down.
Stafford throws the ball
barely got in
so perfectly well, and he knows the perfect amount of speed, and he can zip these balls into Devontae or Puka Nacua, and they catch everything.
Do we know if Puka's back or no?
Puka's supposed to be playing.
Is he?
He's supposed to be playing. So I'd expect him.
I like that pick. He's definitely gonna. I think they'll get that.
Even
quick.
if not, even more because he's just gonna go to Devontae.
And he loves the back shoulder, the slants, the Devontae. Like Devontae's so good off the line. I think Stafford just loves giving him opportunities.
For the second one, we got Jaguars at the Raiders.
Yikes! What a shitty game.
You're trying to watch this one.
Well, it's not an awful game. I mean, the Raiders have been really bad this year, but the Jags have been better this year. They have been better.
You know my stance on the Jags.
That's fine. Liam Cohen, he's doing good. He ain't doing bad at all. The Jaguars play a lot better when Travis Etienne gets the ball. I looked through the stats. He hasn't gotten the ball a lot the last couple of weeks, and the Jaguars have struggled the last couple of weeks. The weeks where the Jags seemed to be putting up 30 points, which was like the first 4 weeks of the season where they put up around 30 points, he had about 18 touches, 19 touches in all games. They need to get back to doing that. They've been out of sync the last couple of weeks. I don't know what's been going on with them. Trevor can't do it all on his own. They need to be running the ball more. I just think, especially off a bye, you probably want to get into the run game. Your O-line's fresh. Your running back's fresh. Get back to something that's going to actually help Trevor Lawrence out and not make him lose another game in a row here. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. That's all I got. It's only at 82.5 as well.
It's not actually
for an NFL running back. If you're a starting running back who's taking majority of the snaps,
touches, he'll get it.
If he gets the touches, he should get it. But I mean, if he gets 10 touches like he did last 2 weeks, I mean, he's not going to get it. But I just don't see the Jags scoring 7 points like they did the last 2 weeks. It's unlikely.
I agree. Happening. Watching them play, when Etienne breaks like a 40-yard, 50-yard touchdown, you see how like fast and explosive he is. It is crazy they don't use him enough. Like, even
they just don't do it.
Season, people were almost talking about them going with Tank Bigsby over him.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like the reports are so weird on why this guy isn't like being hyped up and used as well as he should be, because he's very electric when he's used in space, like when he's given the right opportunities.
Those 2 picks. I mean, I'm leaning more towards the Matthew Stafford. I think that one's more.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can see it in the odds too, but
I would say we can go with that because we have the Gadsden plus odds touchdown. It kind of does
equal
make it
out
work.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to these like plus 340. Plus 340, just 2 leggers.
I forgot another stat. that I didn't say.
Seen a couple go through the net.
The Saints have also given up multiple touchdown passes in 6 of the 8 games this year. So,
okay.
and the 2 that they haven't, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
and like we said, the Bucks really struggled moving the ball.
The Bucks struggled. Baker
they really struggled
that
last week.
Yeah, so I think we're in consensus. Let's take Matthew Stafford 1.5 touchdowns.
So our 3 picks this week, we're going with Gadsden the second anytime touchdown, the Lions -9.5, and then Stafford to throw 1.5 touchdowns. That's another good one.
Book it.